Welcome everybody, it's Gull Khan here, your money mindset expert, and I help entrepreneurs to break free from the limiting beliefs and to reverse money shame and to blast through the money blocks so that they can live a life of unlimited abundance. And today I'm extra excited because I'm speaking to the one and only Kusha Kalra, who is my soul sister, the person I started working with ages ago, and I've seen her transform her business literally from day one to where it's doing an incredible job. She's helped me to transform my business because she's my brand. She's my, she's my graphic designer. She's done all my branding. She's done my website. So everything you see that's for me, my graphics to my brand colors, she helped me to decide, and the kind of style, everything has been done by her. So I think she's fabulous. She's awesome. So I'm her client as well as she being my client and being part of the mastermind. So I'm super excited. So Kusha, tell everybody who you are. And of course, I already told them that I love you, but you tell everybody who you are, what do you do, and why do I love you so much?
Wow, yay. So I'm more excited, just like the way you are, because we are doing an interview and we're not just chatting away like we do normally. And it kind of feels like funny, but yeah, I'm going to enjoy it for sure. So I am Kusha Kalra and I live in a country called India, where we see a lot of Bollywood actors and Bollywood films, which is what we both are crazy about. And I have I've been living here and I'm a single mom of my 10-year-old son, and I live with my parents. And about 2.5 years back, I started my journey online and I created the Bespoke Designs, where I am basically helping women entrepreneurs to unleash their story, to help them to be able to gain the confidence to do what they truly want to do and upscale their business using visual branding. And today I am really, really excited to talk about my journey because, yes, you're so right. We started together and we've come a really, really long way. And I know how we've been there to support each other. So we've been like soul sisters, business besties. And I think I keep telling everyone that we need to have a business bestie. And I am blessed to have you in my life. So thank you so much for inviting me for this fabulous interview.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So Kusha, I know because you started working with me before the mastermind was born. So you came into working with me when we had the predecessor, which is Millionaire Mindset Mastermind Bootcamp. Millionaire Mindset Bootcamp. So tell everybody, what was your mindset like before you started working with me, and what led you on to working with me, apart from the fact that we are friends?
Well, to be honest, I really didn't know that, there were so many facets for money. There were so many ways that, money can be perceived, and so many positive ways of perceiving money. And I was really at that stage. And this is, I think we're talking about this way back in 2017, early 2017. So that's the time, it's almost 3 years now. And that's the time when I was in a transition. I was almost at the verge of giving up. I felt that I am not made for doing business. And, considering that I've been in corporate most of my career and most of my life, I worked in a 9 to 5. And when I moved out of my job, it was basically to be, a full-time mom for my son. But when I was struggling in my online journey as a coach, I wasn't really sure, that is this really, made for me, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So it was more about, a huge mindset block, which I was carrying with me. And I have a feeling it got built up because of all the failure that I was going through. So one after the other, things were not working out for me in the online world. And I was just getting, broken apart. And that's exactly when, you were starting this boot camp. And I was
it was
really
actually
in that stage.
it was the end of 2017. So we started properly in the beginning of in the beginning of 2018, but it started in 2017. So yeah, it was the end of 2017.
Yes. So that's the time when you were, you were introducing this program, and I had no idea that, that, like I said, that, you could really have a relationship with money. You could really fall in love with money, kind of a thing, and more than that, I didn't know that there is some way that I could even manifest money, which is huge. Okay. Because, I've never thought money like that. I've always thought that money is meant for spending.
Mm.
Money is meant for saving, and that's about it. Okay, is there anything else that I can do with it? Is there any other relationship that I could have with money? I was not having any idea, no clue, none whatsoever. And like I said, that's basically because this is what I was, brought up with, this thought process that you have to earn money, and you can only earn, and you can only earn money through your job. So businesses don't really make too much
Yeah.
money. And I had a lot of negative beliefs around this whole concept of how you can actually make money. And from there on, I had to, start this journey with you. And I want to honestly confess, it wasn't really that great initially, because if you remember,
Yeah.
we were at a stage where I was okay, I was going through it, but it was not really something which I was able to inculcate,
Yeah.
100%. So yes, it's good. Yes, the energy clearing is happening, but there was something which was really, really stuck up with me. And
Mm.
then we did that one session together
The one-to-one.
where yes, the one-to-one session that we did. And that was the complete game changer for me, because we just shifted my entire perspective towards what I want to do and where I am currently and where I really wish to be. So I'm sure you remember that,
Yeah, I
and
do.
I always remember that, because that's one big, change or shift that took place. It helped me to visualize, it helped me to manifest, because I'm good at manifesting.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not that I'm not good at
Yeah.
manifesting. I know that if if I'm able to, in subconsciously, if I'm looking for something, if I set an intention, I can get that. But those
Yeah.
are, daily life things.
Yeah.
It wasn't really something for money. So I wasn't having that kind of a relationship with money. And that session helped me to, you know, change and move out of my comfort zone, move out of my mindset blocks towards, towards the way I need to work in my business, and also towards, my environment and my surroundings and my family, and so many factors which were, literally holding me back. That, hey, I want to do this, but then there's something else, which is not letting me do it. So that fight in my head, I think finally it just got disentangled.
Yeah.
And there was so much more clarity, for me to move ahead.
Yeah. So what you mentioned is what we talk about. It's the when you have conflicting energies. There's a part of you that wants one thing, but there's another part of you that wants something else, and the two conflict. And when you are in a conflict, it's like putting the hat and the feet on the brake and the accelerator together, so you don't go anywhere, and you just make a lot of
Yeah.
noise. So that's
Yes.
pretty much what happens.
Thank you. That's
And
me.
that's pretty much where you are. And we find that funny. We joke around a bit about that, but a lot of people are in a similar position as that, and they are stuck and they have no idea why, because they think, I've put all my foot down flat on the accelerator, I can't do anything more, why am I not moving forward? And they have no clue that the simultaneously, one foot is on the accelerator, the other foot has gone on to the brakes and is fully on the brakes. And this is the reason why, regardless of the effort they're putting in, they're not actually getting out anything from it in terms of returns. So that's awesome. So now you've been through my energy clearings, and through both when the boot camps and now the masterminds. So tell us, what is and I know, because I know you personally, you haven't done energy clearings or anything work like this ever before. So what is your take on energy clearings and the work we do? So what do you think about them?
So I have heard about so many other things, around this this concept of energy, but nothing like energy clearing. Okay, nothing at all. I've heard people doing journaling. I've heard people following the law of attraction concept, and I've heard people, uh, try to just do standalone visualization. So
Yeah.
if I had to talk about, and if I had to compare all of these, I feel that they're all interconnected.
Yeah.
Neither of these can do without the other. So I wouldn't just say that, had I just sat there and only gone through energy clearing, I don't think that would have just solved it, because I also had to make sure I was working towards it. It's just not that you pray and overnight things will happen. So I remember this, which you would always tell us, that, it's about putting in your effort. It's about investing yourself in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you're trying to remove obstacles, and then when you're trying to protect your energy, that's where those energy clearings were like
Yeah.
amazing, and they've done their job, and they've been able to create that impact that we talked about. So much so that the entire year of 2018, I was even though I wasn't really doing well because I just started off in my business,
Mm.
and I had just figured out that this is really going to work well in the future. So I wasn't
And it
like
finally dropped. Yeah.
making. Yes. So I just knew that, this is the right direction. But I made sure that I continued with my efforts, and I made sure that I was visualizing my trip to London, and I made sure I was doing the clearings, I was doing the visualization. I mean, trust me, we had so many sessions which you were offering in the boot camp, which one after the other said that you have to do these tools, you have to do these things regularly. It's not just like doing it once a week and it's done.
Yeah.
You talked about doing the journaling, you talked about writing your goals, you spoke about how we need to literally visualize our dream and our goal, and I was actually able to achieve that, and I was able to come and literally meet you in person. So like I said, manifestation is something which can be done if we make that effort. So I was making effort in my business, and it's, I don't want to say luck has it, I just want to say that the manifestation came true.
Yeah.
Because when the divine source sees you're working towards it, the energy and the vibe automatically shifts, and it shifts in your favor. And that's exactly what happened in 2008. So I had that goal of meeting you and going out like on a solo trip, and that really happened. And it's just been like upwards and onwards since then. In fact, if I could just add further how powerful your energy clearings are. Last year, I think this was August, August, somewhere early August last year, I was even able to start another source of income by going back to my coaching. So until now, I was just taking care of my branding, and I was working with my clients for their branding work and graphics and all those sort of things. But I know that there were so many people who were stuck, who were not very confident, and I had been through this journey, so I was able to get back to my coaching, and now I'm so happy and so proud. And I know that you are such a key, you're like that key factor in this entire journey of mine, because you've done those clear, you've helped me to get rid of those mindset blocks. And every time I go through those blocks, I really don't have to do anything except just go back and clear my energy.
Yeah.
Okay. I am so much more peaceful. I am so much more less drama, if I can use that. And I'm so much more in control of my thoughts and, of my mindset. And I am so much more organized. I do procrastinate still, okay, but then that's a habit issue. That's got nothing to do with my mindset, really. But otherwise, I know that I'm so much more in control of where my business is and what my goals are, and how do I want. I mean, let me put it like this. I've started to manifest money now so much more easily.
Yeah.
And it comes also easily because it doesn't see those barriers in my head. It does not see those mind blocks anymore in my head. And that's exactly why, it finds that path to, to reach to me. And that's something which is brilliant. And I think it couldn't have been possible had I not done your bootcamp. So, and had I not continued to do it, so it wasn't just, doing that 8 weeks.
Then you moved on to the
bootcamp.
mastermind, and then it continued.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, the mastermind has grown
Yes.
to this huge thing now, and it is literally, we cover everything. We leave no stones unturned. It really is. It's a mammoth of a course, and it does require that time, and I will come back to that in a bit. So I love what you said. It absolutely is right. And the thing is, the way we approach this manifesting thing in the mastermind is, yes, we're going to get you to do the journaling. You're going to do the visualization. So you're going to do that kind of work as well, along with the fact you're also going to clear your energy. So you clear your energy, and then what happens is, because you're able to clear your energy, you're able to feel connected to your goals, and you're able to do the journaling exercise. So those journaling exercises are more effective. Plus, as we are clearing your energy blocks, we're clearing your intuition. So you're able to take inspired action. So everything becomes easy. Opportunities, people, things turn up, and it's like having all your ducks line up for in the row. And you still have to go and do the work. You still have to go and monetize those opportunities. But now it becomes easy and fun rather than being hard and laborious. And so I think that's the major thing that happens with these energy cleanses, because obviously you've achieved this. Everything achieved, it's your achievement. What were able to help you do was remove the impediments, remove the blocks for you to get where you want to go. And this is so crucial for you to understand, because regardless of where you are right now, this mastermind is not the magic key that you just join and all your dreams come true. You're still going to have to do the work. It's just, it becomes so much easier and becomes fun at the same time. Awesome.
Yeah, I also want to tell you, when I say it's easier, you know why? I have seen so many people who are doing a lot of work.
Yes.
And it's that perfect example which you gave initially about, both your feet are there. One is on the accelerator and one is on the brake.
Yeah.
So that brake is that internal energy, which they've still not been able to work on. Absolutely. So how much ever efforts they're putting in, how much ever hard work they're putting in, how much ever hours of investment of their time, everything they're doing, but deep down inside, that energy is not in their favor. And so it's taking it more time for them to get the results. They might get those results, but it's going to take longer. It's going to be much more difficult. It's going to be more exhausting, because at the end of the day, you feel I'm not worthy enough. These clients have just come by fluke. That's the kind of thought process people are going through, because internally their energy is still not positive. They've not been able to do the clearing with it. Whereas now, when I've done this energy clearing with you, when I've gone through this entire program, I don't struggle from a mindset perspective anymore. And I want to say this out loud, okay? My mindset is so strong, because I know this, that, my business is going to take off only above, like I said, upwards and onwards. I don't see a U-turn. I don't see a reason why I would have to shut down. I don't see those possibilities of obstacles anymore. I see challenges, which is okay, which is part of a business, but I don't see obstacles. I see myself becoming more strategic towards my business, but I don't see myself giving up. I don't see myself not asking for help, So I'm at a stage where I'm ready to maybe hire somebody, outsource some kind of things, because I know that now I would want that my business should, scale up. I don't want to just make it like one man army or like a one woman business. So I want to make sure that I'm able to give time to my expertise, and therefore I would definitely, be on the lookout to hire people, build a team, build their goals, and together we could have this, going so much more bigger, and it's able to serve a larger audience. So that's the complete shift which has happened through this.
Awesome. I'm so proud of you, and because I've seen and witnessed your journey from when you literally, the business came into being from the beginning of 2018 to where it is right now. And in the grand scale of things, it's only 2.5 years old, really.
Yes.
It's not very old if you think about it, but it's grown and it has built into what it is at the moment, which has different legs. It has the branding aspect, it has the coaching aspect. This is the beauty of what's possible, and it's getting the ball rolling. Once the ball gets rolling, it's a snowball effect. It just grows and grows and has a compounding effect, which is what we're saying and what we're seeing both in your business and my business, which is amazing. So fabulous. Now I'm going to talk about something else which is unique to the mastermind, which is the manifestation calls. How do you find the manifestation calls?
Okay, don't ask me this, because they're even more amazing, because have just, so energy clearing is releasing the blocks.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we may have lost you for a moment.
When manifestation group calls, binding the energy of the entire group. Can you hear me now?
Okay, yeah. Can we just repeat the last thing, because we lost you for a second. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to say that, the energy clearing was helping us to get rid of all the negative energies. But the manifestation call was super powerful, because we had an entire group of people with a high vibe energy in that room, and all of us are supporting each other's goals.
Yeah.
So it's not just about your goal or just my goal and I'm going to be manifesting it. it literally was a place where all of us are coming together. Each one is, is literally is supporting your back, because they don't want you to fall, they just want you to move ahead. And that's exactly how these manifestation calls have been. um, it's proof, because those manifestation calls have helped me to achieve my goals of having that trip, of having two income sources now, of being able to create an income which is consistent, and it is equivalent to the salary which I had when I left my job. So I've been able to do all of these, and I've been able to achieve all of these purely because of those super powerful manifestation calls. And when we are manifesting together, the energy is high. The vibe is so strong, and I don't know, it's magical, because your manifestation calls, they've brought tears in our eyes, literally. We've gone so deep inside our goal. We've been able to do that, with all our heart. And and this format which you have of doing clearing, and then having the manifestation call, and then if something is really strong and bothering, then we do the cord cutting exercises. So, and then the journaling and the writing. So it's got a set format which you're following, and it's truly impactful. And like I said, and I want to say it again, not one, you can't miss out on any of those. If you do manifestation but you don't clear your energy, it's not going to work.
No.
If you're doing energy clearing but you don't have a goal in your head, what's the point of where are you really heading towards? And so all these things are so super powerful and so interrelated. And I feel that your mastermind now is and earlier your boot camp also, they were focused and they were taking care of all these aspects. And I don't see anybody doing it, by the way, this way. So they're just like, they're doing things on a surface level, but going so much deep, and creating that. So I'm trying to learn your language, so creating that pot where there is so much of energy for all of us to get that impact, so you create that, you create that energy pot, if that's the right word, I don't know. So you're creating that, platform or that environment where all of us are able to get the benefit and are able to get that energy that we really need for our business or for any goals that we have.
Awesome.
That's truly amazing.
I think that, thank you so much. And I think that's perfectly said, exactly what we introduced. So the mastermind literally takes you from A to Z, from where you are right now to get into your goals. And the way we do that is through the energy clearing, so those who remove your energetic blocks to achieving your goals. But you're absolutely true, that we're absolutely right with the manifestation call. The idea for there is that everything already exists in the quantum field. Everything does. It's like having a warehouse. So the warehouse has everything you could possibly imagine and desire. Everything's there. Now your awareness on that particular thing is what brings it from the quantum field into your spiritual world first. And this, if you use a metaphor of the warehouse, it's like going to the warehouse and picking up an item like a microwave and putting it on your trolley. So that is your item that you want to now bring home. So in order for you to bring home, you have to take it to the checkout. And in the checkout, you have to pay money to pay for the microwave. Whereas in the manifestation course, the payment in the spiritual world is emotions. So we pick it up from the quantum field and put it into our spiritual world through our awareness. So we put it in our spiritual trolley, so to speak. And then we take that trolley to the checkout, and at the checkout point is when we emotionalize. So when you emotionally connect to our goals, we bring it, and then the stronger, so that the more we pay, the quicker the item comes to our home, really. The more you emotionalize, the quicker it appears in the 3D world. And that's pretty much what we do. And most people actually miss out on it. A lot of the times, I think they go as far as putting the stuff in the trolley, but they're not able to bring it into the 3D world. They're not able to pay the checkout because they haven't paid the emotions. And the reason why they're unable to emotionalize is because of the energy blocks. So we've done the work beforehand. And this is why this is so powerful. And this is why the mastermind works so fantastically well. And we get these phenomenal results. Awesome. Brilliant. So now, you've been working with me for quite some time now, but what would you say, Kusha, to somebody who says, well, this sounds like an amazing program to be a part of, and I really want to join, But I don't think, because as you know, it requires investment both financially and time wise. And so the person thinks, well, this sounds great, but I'm not ready for it now. I don't think I've got the money to join this mastermind, or I haven't got the time to invest in the mastermind. What would you say to somebody who knows they need to be a part of it, but are making excuses with time and money? What would you say to that individual?
Oh, well, first of all, I can understand a lot of people when they're, starting their business and they're new to something like this. They tend to, so their biggest block is, I can't afford it. Okay. So that in itself, let me tell it outright, it's your block. Okay. You can never say that you can't afford anything. It's all about creating that, creating those opportunities or options where you can find the money to invest in something like this. Number one. Number two, I know this, that a lot of people think that I don't have time and I can't invest so much time on all these things, where you have to come on weekly calls and you have to do the homework and you have to go through the modules, you have to go through the training, and first you have to do week one, only then you got to do the week two. So like I said, there is a format and they need to follow the format, otherwise they miss the steps and they don't really get the benefit out of it. So again, very simple concept here. You've been brought up with 20 years or 30 years of your life or 40 years of your life, uh, hating money or not being friends with money. This is that opportunity where you can honestly become friends with money, where you can, make sure that money you're never having that shortfall for money. And another very important thing is, if you're actually starting your business, this is supposed to be like another big investment. I know a lot of people end up going to a business coach and not to a money mindset coach.
Yeah.
But trust me, like we said, if you keep pressing on the accelerator, but your other foot is on the damn brake, okay? So even your business coaches will not be able to help you. So I know this for a fact, and I'm seeing this now so much, that a lot of people go to a business coach, hire a business coach, get that little money, okay? They feel so happy about it, but they're not ready for more success because their relationship with money is not that good. So when you would, if you're thinking right now that, oh, I don't have time or I can't afford to pay for something like this, the only troubles which you will continue to have is, A, you will not be able to make a better relationship with money. And B, even if money will come to you, it will not be able to stay longer. It will not be a happy relationship because you'll be scared, you'll be worried, you'll be like, oh, I've made this amount of money. How do I you will not be able to handle it because, mentally and emotionally, you're not ready for that. Yes. So I just know this, that whoever's struggling with this kind of a question, think through this, because we're talking about, not just money for short term. We're talking about a lifetime relationship with money. We're talking about creating, a legacy with money and creating income in such a form that it will help for, your generations to come. I look at it now like this, and I'm not saying my parents didn't do a great job. So they've done it risk-free. They've done it in a secure environment, but they were also very much aware about, how money is, how to be friends with money. Maybe not at this level, but they've done it their way. But right now, when you're getting into the online world, you're starting a business, you definitely need to make sure that you have, a great relationship and you are emotionally connected with money and you don't have those energy blocks.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing your time and your experience in the Mastermind with us. Tell us, Kusha, where can everybody find you, darling?
Oh, well, so I am all the time on Facebook. That's the best place for all of you to find me and connect with me. I have my website and my business page and my Instagram all by the name of The Bespoke Designs. So, whoever has any questions related to this program, please feel free to reach out. Gull is an amazing person. You will never get bored in those sessions, and you will always so whenever you will go and reach out to her, whatever mood you might be in, she has that gift. She can absorb your negative energy and she can turn it back into positive. That's a gift, and that's exactly why this program is a huge success, because of the amazing gifts that she has. So reach out and ask for any questions that you might have. I will honestly let you know. I will honestly tell you that, how this program can make a huge difference to you. And sometimes there is I've seen a lot of people have earlier approached me. So even if you can't reach that mastermind, you should be in her energy, you should be in her circle, because slowly and gradually it will help you to reach the mastermind and to take that step forward. So building that relationship towards money and creating that positive energy, I think there's nobody else who's an expert apart from you, Gull.
Oh, thank you so much. And I absolutely receive all those kind compliments deeply, with the deep gratitude. And thank you so much for your kind words and your amazing, amazing friendship. And that's why, I mean, Kusha Khan, if you, like I said, you can get to her website through her Instagram page and her business page and the website as well, or thebespoke.com, isn't it?
Thebespokedesigns.com, yes.
Okay, thebespokedesigns.com. So please go reach out to her, and she's phenomenal. Like I said, if you like my graphics, if you like my website, everything, the graphic wise, if it's anything about it that's good, it's because of this lady. I actually don't interfere with her creative designs, because I'm very when it comes to money, I know everything, but when it comes to design, I'm very much zero. So colors, everything else is this lady's magic. So, and I'm super proud of my branding. I love my colors, but that's all down to Kusha Khan. All right. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for joining us, Kusha. And for those watching, thank you for joining me. And as you can see, I attract the most amazing people as my clients. And of course, I have the privilege to call Kusha one of my best friends, and someone I'm deeply connected with. So this is Gull Khan ending another interview with another amazing mastermindee. And I will be back with another amazing client who's on the journey, who's been on a journey with me, developing the mindset. Until the next time we meet, it's Gull Khan signing off. Take care. Bye, Mina. Thank you, Kusha.
Bye. Thank you.